I take Senpai's husky hat into the bathroom and soak a towel with warm water. It's just dust, so I probably don't need to use soap, right? After afraid of damaging it, I wash the hat by gently wiping it with the damp towel. Done. Good as new. Now I just need to hang it up somewhere to dry. I help. Bert suddenly comes out from behind me, seizing the husky hat with his hands. As the tips of his paws touch the surface of the hat, water droplets are pulled out of the material and drip off the hat onto the floor below. Leopard continues to work his paws around every inch of the hat, drying it from top to bottom. It's pretty much beyond dry by the time I get it back. What is he, an instant drying machine? Amazing! After handing the hat back to me, he turns around and leaves the bathroom. Thank you? I follow him out and store the animal hat in the wardrobe for now. Really, what a waste of spirit power. I cannot stand for this. Seems like Leopard using his powers to dry the hat for me has struck a nerve with Tiger. I can't begin to understand myself, but it probably was a waste of Leopard's energy. I really appreciate that. No problem. Lau likes it. Aww. Hearing him put it like that, I kind of feel guilty about it. He only did it because I would like it. He's been helping me all the time, but in my heart, I'm still trying to find a way not to go to Wu Tai to not help him. Ugh. I shake my head in frustration. I need to stop thinking over and over about this. It's not going to help. With my brief moment of reflection over, I move on with things and get back to cleaning my apartment. It was last night of the Qingming holidays when Senpai finally returns to visit me. Senpai, you're back. How are you? Did your family hurt? Oh, no matter what, they're my family. I may have overstepped my bounds with them, but they wouldn't hurt me. It's just... things are kind of awkward at the moment. What do you mean? They don't want me to live with you. I'm not sure what their problem is. It's not like we're together doing lewd stuff all the time, but that's what they seem to think. It was rough hearing them talk to me like that. But I don't really have anything to fight back with. So does this mean you have to go home? Yeah, I guess I have to. Need to lie low for a while. Oh, is the kitten leaving? Very well. Don't act so chuffed about it, old man. I just can't accept that I have to go. But there's no other way. I won't be gone for long. I'll just have to try and talk my family into it. You can convince them? I don't know. But they'll be happier if I'm home. Things like this take time, so I'll just have to get my stuff packed up, ready to go. You better not get sad, Lau. Yeah. Okay. Here's this and this. I'll need to take that too. Lau, where's the hat you gave me? Oh, yeah, I washed it for you. It's in the wardrobe over there. I take the husky hat out of the wardrobe and give it to Senpai. Wash it for me? Thank you. It's no big deal. I was just cleaning it anyway. No wonder it's so clean. Okie dokie. This should be everything, right? Well, I'm off. See you tomorrow at school now. Senpai, wait. I hesitate, but I decide to ask Senpai what's on his mind. So, if you're moving back home, how are you going to save your temple in Mioli? Hmm, I'll be fine. It's not like we're never going to see each other again. I'll have plenty of chances to see you, Lao. Besides, everything would just be solved if Lao agreed to go to Mioli with me. Lao, wanna come with me? Oh, alright, Lao still hasn't made up his mind, so it's useless asking right now. I'll just head off. See ya. Yeah, senpai, see ya. Bye, Shuchi. And just like that, senpai leaves my room, carrying everything with him in tow. Even though he said that I'd see him tomorrow, it's hard to see him leave like this. I've gotten used to him in my life the past month, and now it feels like it's gone. I didn't know that Kitten was so reasonable. He didn't even throw a tantrum before leaving. Suchi not happy? He wasn't happy. I know Senpai didn't really want to leave, but we both knew this was coming. Didn't we? Senpai, how did things end up like this? Let's see. Should I talk to them about it? About him? Alright. Let's talk with Leopard. I crawl into bed, bury my face in a pillow, pressing it tightly against my face. Lao, unhappy? Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how I feel about Senpai leaving. I call him back for Lao? Oh, no, it's not that easy. He didn't want to leave. Why? Stay if not want to leave. It's not his choice. He has a family who expects lots of things from him. I'm the same. Don't get it. It's not that easy to explain. There's always someone who thinks they know what's best for you. Sometimes you have to give in to those expectations, even if you don't want to. You don't always do it because you actually have to. Other choices, sometimes you just care about that person, or they intentionally integral to your life, like family. Don't get it. Sorry, this is probably too much for you to understand. It's okay, though. I pull back my quilt and roll up into my bed. I'm upset. I'm really upset. I yelled out in frustration that sheets wrapped up tightly around my face, muffling the sounds. I kept thinking about Senpai walking away. One day my family could just up and decide to force me to go back home. Then I'd have to give up everything no matter what. I sit there, brooding in my bed, knowing full well I still have heaps of things I could look over for midterms, but that doesn't matter to me right now. Why does everything have to happen all at once? Ugh, my head hurts. I bury myself under my blankets as far as I can, now just trying to forget everything. Aww. The holidays are over and midterms are about to start. In the morning, I waited around a bit just on the off chance Senpai would be here to walk me to school, but he didn't. His dorm is in the opposite direction from campus. After all, it'd be a pain to come over here just for me. In fact, I didn't run into Senpai all day. I mean, most of my classes have exams today. It's not like Senpai can sit in on them like he usually does, and I don't see him during lunch either. Finally, I ended up running into him in the cafeteria that evening. Now, what a long day. How did exams go? Oh, they were fine. But what about you, senpai? How did you had exams, right? Nah, not today. I didn't really take on many subjects this semester, so exams are pretty chill. Which is why he was able to come to my classes every day. I got in the way of his studies, didn't I? And it's too late to think about that right now. You know, where were you all day? I didn't see you at all. Did not miss me. I've been waiting for you here. After all. You were waiting to hear from me, senpai? Well, pretty much. Only eat in the cafeteria. It's not hard to guess that you'd come here. Hey, it's cheap. There's heaps of cheap restaurants around campus, you know. You're just being too lazy to go out and try something new. My first year here, you can't expect me to know every place around. Besides, the food here is good enough. Still, you're always eating alone now. How lonely of you. I'm not eating alone. For the past month, I've been eating with you, and people can't really hear us talk about that. If I'm gone, who will you eat with then? Hmm? Senpai? What's wrong? Why so serious? You just said if I'm gone, you shouldn't be saying it if you go to Mioli with me? Well, yeah, if Lau comes to Mioli with... Ah, crud, I switched the voices, didn't I? Well, yeah, if Lau comes to Mioli with me, we'll be eating together for sure, but what if you don't? You don't have any other friends to have dinner with, right? I mean, you got Kulu and the old man, but they're not real people. If you don't have any normal friends, people will just see you as some loner weirdo. Senpai, isn't Mioli a matter of life and death for you? To me, it just sounds like you're giving up. That you're already planning on leaving and you are trying to make peace with that. No, I just think I've been trying too hard to chase you, Lau. And even then, I still can't convince you. So, I guess I should give you some room. Maybe keep some distance is better. Yeah, it's a life or death matter, but even knowing that, you're still not going to agree with me, are you? It's because I'd have to leave school. Crud. You might have to leave school, but I'll go back to being a Yagwai, roaming the streets just to disappear one day like I never existed. It's unfair to threaten Lao like that. The desperation of your Fudegong's influence won't cause you to vanish. You'll just become a Yagwai. Nothing would impede you from finding another Fudegong. As long as you remain a good Yagwai, no one would harm you. You make it sound so easy. I've served my Fudegong for a long time, and I'm not about to give up on them and watch them lose their power. With power or without, they're a god of soil. One day, when someone brings an offering, they'll be revived, but it doesn't feel right letting them forgotten like this. There are many people in this world in need. If you care so much, why not help them at all? Why not help them all? I want to help someone. That's why I came to Lao. I know it's hard for him. He'd have to leave school behind for over a year. On top of that, he has his family to deal with. I know firsthand how difficult that is. I know leaving school isn't really the problem. It's getting Lao's family to accept what he's doing, isn't it? Sure, I have memories of Yan Suchi's relationship with his family, but going to his home and experiencing it myself, I feel terrible for asking Lao to go through that. There's no way Lao's family would accept what I'm asking of him. If we went through with it, and ran away with me to Muley for over a year, could he really go home again? So many, so maybe it'd be okay for me just to give up. Maybe become a Yagway again. Sure, that's the end of my temple, but it's not like anyone would be dead. You're really giving up? I'm not one to give up. Will you come to Mioli with me, Lao? It doesn't really matter if I give up or not. It's still your decision. I'm thinking about keeping some distance anyhow. Lao can just be friends with me. If he has the chance to help me, that's better. If not, it won't hurt as much when we have to say goodbye. Senpai, it's a bit late to be saying that. What? You're already in love with me or something? Not at all, Senpai. Don't kill the mood. But I really don't want to burden you with all this. We're still friends no matter what. I'll be sure to come by and talk with you either way. It's exam week and we're both busy, right? Yeah. So, we gotta knuckle down and focus on exams. This stuff can wait till later. But for now, let's forget about this downer of a conversation. Time to get some grub. Kulu, let's go. He just took him and flew. Senpai drags Leopard by the collar to the drink bar. And when you slice it, there isn't any food there. At first, watching Senpai run around like usual makes me smile, but afterwards, I just feel like worse than before. Something was empty. Tiger goes with me to help buy dinner, trying to comfort me in the process. Soon enough, Senpai returns with Leopard, and we all sit down together. I'm too tired to think about what I'm eating. He's beaming, obviously trying to keep everybody in good spirits. Even Tiger follows his lead and goes along with his shenanigans. But I don't know why, but all I can think about is Senpai leaving. I've always thought about him leaving, but now that he is, I'm just sad about it. Today's the day of the mathematics exam. I worked really hard to cover everything during the break. Even then, I'm still not convinced about the exam. I just suck at math, and I don't know if studying helped me remember anything at all, especially considering everything else I've been have to deal with. I'm so scared I left my revisions. My eyes are drawn to Leopard, who is scanning around the gloomy exam hall. I guess he's never seen so many people doing exams in the same room. I need to focus. I check Tiger. He's reading on an empty chair in the back row, paying little attention to me. I guess this would be a good opportunity as any. I really don't want to fail. All I need is a pass. If I ask Leopard to help? Oh. Oh. No cheating. I can't. Leopard has no idea cheating is bad. I can't fool him. If I fail, I fail. Passing one subject isn't worth doing that. sucks, but I have to continue on. I need to have conviction to do this test. I can do it. The bell rings for the end of the exam. As I more or less finish off the last section of paper, I had to skip a bunch, but I'm confident at in at least half of them I should pass. Right now, in the hands of fate, I pray to Emperor Wenqing before packing up my stationery and leaving. Another day of exams, we decide to eat in the cafeteria like usual. Tan Lao, it's been a while. Oh, it's Randolph. Did he come speak to one of the professors again? For Yagway sure does love our campus. Oh, is that bubbly friend of yours not with you today? Senpai is... I made it clear he wants to keep distance between us. We'll just be normal friends, but I don't really know how to explain everything that's happened to Randolph. Well, I don't know. Despite my efforts, the tone of my voice gives it away. My worry Randolph seems to notice, and thankfully doesn't push the point. I see. That's a shame. By the way, Tan Lao, do you have a moment? I have some questions to ask. Sure, what is it? Well, it'll take some time. May we sit down and talk? I'll be sure to cover your meal. You're being very formal. Well, it's like this. I want to interview you. Interview? Very much so. It's uncommon for a human to live in the presence of three gods, after all. Of course, I know much about Yagway, but gods are not my forte, much less aboriginal ones. If it's not too much to ask, I will extend my offer to the two behind you as well. May I? With everything like it is, I might have said yes straight away if Senpai was around, but do I really feel up to this right now? Tiger and Leopard seem okay with it, actually. Tiger's rather excited, but... Sure, let's do the interview. Alright, let's do it. Absolutely. Any question you would like. Any opportunity to teach the Yagwai important lessons is one worth taking. It makes it easier for us gods, after all. Tiger, that sounds a little... It's of no matter. He is a god, after all. So, if you don't mind, I should begin. Randolph takes a blank sketch pad and pen out of his bag. Crossing one leg over the other, Randolph begins to ask me about my hometown. Honestly, I didn't know much about a lot of the stuff he was asking me. Like, why the many statues of one god may hold many different meanings. What do gods look like when they go out? Which gods are more important than others? And many such questions that I think only the gods themselves would know. So why do you want to know about all this stuff? Well, for one, I'm looking for inspiration. It's also useful to be able to warn my Yagway friends to behave. Of course, this is just for inspiration. I don't plan to copy anything. I guess it's your art, right? You're free to make whatever you want, grounded in reality or not. Yes, that's true. But I like working from reality. If you can pull a story from your own or someone else's life experience, is it not easier to make it feel authentic? No matter what, as a creator, I only feel right when I do a lot of research onto something. I want to imbue my work with layers and depths beyond the superficial plot, visual design, and characters. Sounds hard. I thought that creativity was just making up and then working to make it believable. But really, every idea has to come from something. Sometimes it is. On another note, Guardian Tiger, how should I address you? I don't wish to be rude. Randolph effortlessly shifts his questions towards Tiger. Oh, I don't have any titles of my own. Really? Ah, fair, I would have thought. Randolph glares at me. Of course. What is it? Nothing. I shouldn't bring it up. Lau isn't aware of it. He probably assumes you had already named me. Usually a god receives their title from their deeds, like helping their worshippers or saving many lives. In such cases, worshippers might be so moved as to pray to the Jade Emperor for a promotion for the god in gratitude. However, in some cases, a god may be given their name or title directly by their worshippers. It indicates a very close relationship between the person and god in question, a strengthening of the connection between them. It's the sort of thing that happens when it does. Would it not be rather odd to pick a name for a god for no particular reason? I mean, I have never thought about it before. After all, wouldn't having a name make things easier? Calling you Guardian Tiger or Tiger doesn't really differentiate you from other Guardian Tigers. I see no issue. There are many Guardian Tigers in this world, most of which do not possess a title of any sort. Those few who do attain one either have great spirit power or have accomplished great things. It's perfectly reasonable for me not to be given a title. Oh, so as you say, that if you were given a title, your spirit power would also increase? That's right, but receiving a name should always have purpose. I do not wish to receive one just for the sake of it. I see. So you don't want one yourself, understood. Sounds like Randolph is implying something. Moving on. Mr. Cloud Leopard. Should I address you as anything? Bird took his time thinking about it. No. Likaloo. Likaloo. It means clouded leopard in Rukai. Oh, I'm not familiar with the Rukai tribe. Is it normal for their god to also not be given names? Normal. So it's like that for them too. If it's okay, I wouldn't mind asking some questions about the Rukai tribe. Randolph flips a page and starts interviewing Leopard. It ended up being a bit slow going because of Leopard's poor Mandarin. That is to say, Aborigines sent you to Taipei? Yes. What kind of god is this Aborigine? Invisible god. Powerful. From a very powerful place. A powerful place? Tan Lao. Do you know what that means? Not really. How could I? How could I know? Leopards never mentioned this part to me before. Wait, I remember. Didn't I ask Jiho to look into Aborigine for me? I wonder if he ended up finding anything. One sec, need to make a phone call. Oh, of course. I take out my phone, dial Jiho's number. Hey, Jiho, you on campus? No, what's the matter? Well, just wanted to check to see if you ended up finding anything out about Aborigine. You mean that snake god? I got something, but not much. Why, is it something urgent? Kind of. If you can, tell me what you know. Alright. I didn't find out much on them, but this should be important. If I'm not mistaken, Aborigine is a snake god who takes the form of 100 pacer snake. They also happen to be the husband of Princess Belling. Princess Belling? That Princess Belling? I don't know much about the legends of the Rukai, but even I've heard about Princess Belling. There's a game based around her legend, though I haven't played it myself. Yep, same one, pretty cool. Yeah, one more thing. Did you find out if Origine is related to any places somewhere big and powerful? A place. Maybe what you're thinking about is the Rukai tribe's sacred place. I can't really remember what it's called right now. You probably don't know it, do you? But anyways, Aborigine is the god in charge of it. Huh. The sacred place of the Rukai tribe? Yes, sacred place. Leopard's clarification doesn't help at all. Okay, well, a friend of mine wants to interview me in the traditions of the Rukai people. Could you help me? Hey, it's not like I know much more than you do to this point. But if you wanted me to check anything else, I'd be up for it. Hold on. Why is your friend doing an interview with you? Crap. How am I going to put this? I can't exactly say he wants to interview a clouded leopard spirit from the Rukai tribe who's having trouble communicating with us. He'd think I'm nuts. Hell! I think you're nuts! No, it's nothing. I've been working on this recently. We were just talking. It's okay. You don't want... It's not a problem at all. It's just... Nope, it's fine. I'll let him know you're busy for now. Anyways, I have to go. Wait. I hang up before Gio can answer back. That was close. Sorry to trouble you. Nope, not at all. That was all my fault. It doesn't seem like there'll be a convenience. It'll be very convenient to interview Likalau here. So, in this case, I'll just have to follow up with you another time. Sorry, there's not much I can do. Aw, poor kitty. Leopard seems like he's happy to answer Randolph's questions, but considering his Mandarin isn't too much of an ask to expect him to convey the complicated Rukai folklore, I'll just have to talk with him and Gio a bit more. Eventually, I'll figure everything out. Now then, I'm very thankful for getting to speak to you today. Treating you to dinner is the least I can do. Please, have whatever you wish. And I'll have that one. Tiger! A mere joke, of course. Regardless, Rudolph ends up buying the food Tiger wanted, even if I'm the one who ends up eating it in the end. He immediately just said that one. After today's exams, we decided to head to the bookstore. Everything that's happened over the past few days, exams are just cherry on top of a very sad cake. So, if any, this is the time to relax with some casual reading. Tiger's the only one who comes with me. We each take a book we're interested in, sit down, and start reading. I decided to go for a collection of short, light novels, thinking for the most part that they would be easier on my mind to read, but it's just too much. By the time I realized that Read the same paragraph 3 times in a row. I let out a heavy sigh and closed my eyes. Lao, is something troubling you? I look around before I respond. There's not many people around, probably due to exam week. So I lower my voice and speak. Nothing, I just feel a bit sad. Such is the melancholy of youth. Sometimes it's normal to feel sad. Is it because of the kitten? How can you say this is normal? Yes, it's because of him. He chose to leave himself. I cannot understand why that upsets you. Also, one's mood is not always driven by reason. Moving in close, Tiger tenderly strokes my head and neck with his soft paws. I couldn't help but close my eyes and enjoy it. Well, I don't wish to disturb you when you're already in a bad mood. We shall read separately. Aren't we already reading by ourselves? What's wrong with Tiger today? I want to ask, but I can't exactly talk to him that much in a bookstore, so I try to continue to read my book. I don't make any progress. At least, I like the atmosphere of the place, quiet and relaxing. If only I had a nice warm cup of coffee. Shame they don't allow food and drink in here. And the rest of my afternoon thinking about random irrelevant things, every so often turning a page as if satisfy my need to do something. It's Friday night. Once again, Senpai is sitting in the cafeteria waiting for me. Hello, it's the weekend tomorrow. You know what that means. How do I know what that means? Well, it means that we should go on a date. Senpai, what kind of date are you talking about? It's not like we're in a relationship. As bothersome as he is, I'm kind of happy to see Senpai upbeat. He even took the effort to come wait for me. You should go on a date before you get in a relationship. Isn't that normal? You can't expect to date someone without getting to know them first. We already know each other very well, Senpai. Stop making up excuses. Since I'm not staying at Lao's home, at least you could spend the weekend with me. Lao, please. Senpai's dejected eyes look at me, tearing up, welling up. My heart doesn't have the strength to disappoint him. This time, I want a date all alone with Lao, without Kulu, the old man, just me and you. That's unreasonable. I cannot let you two of you. I'll go shopping. I want to come. No way! I have been forced out of Lao's home. My family is against me and I'm scared. All I want is a date with Lao. Please, I don't need a third and fourth wheel. What will? What will? Lao doesn't fancy you. Well, maybe not yet, but that's exactly why I want to go on a date with him. Isn't all this backwards? Nope. I'm right, after all. Why should you be in a relationship before you even know you'll get along together? Which is why we should have a nice date together, before either of us makes a decision. Kinda makes sense? So, Lao, let's have a date. Hmm. Yeah, I want to go. Oh, well, honestly, I'd be happy to go on a date with you, Senpai. Holy Jesus! Yeah, you'll have heaps of fun going out with me. Super duper adorable as me. Okay, you big show-off. Keep that up and I won't ever compliment you again. But I only said the truth. Fine. Senpai super duper adorable. That's not a compliment. Tomorrow I'm on a date with you, got it? Yep. You're always so nice, Lau. I'm gonna go home and get ready. See you tomorrow, Lau. Look forward to it. Senpai practically falls over backwards, waving at me. Walks away. Really, what would he even need to prepare? On top of that, I'm already at the cafeteria. He should have at least had dinner with me before storming off. I'll never understand him, will I? I decide just to leave it be and take a seat, eating my dinner for the night, let alone leopard and tiger. Next morning, I asked Tiger and Leopard to watch over my room. They couldn't come with me today after all. Lau, I don't wish to lecture you. Just remember, never go anywhere strange with that kitten, okay? Yep, got it. It's not like there's any strange places he'd take me to anyways. Don't worry, I'll see you later. So, Senpai, where are we here again? Because it's fun. You can't just go somewhere once and never again. Not to mention that old man was with us. There's so many places I couldn't show you. This time I'm gonna show you everything! Oh no! Sounds more like you want to take me somewhere you can't say out loud. Aw, only one of impure heart would ever twist my words in such a leisureless way. It's only because you made it sound shady. Whatever you think, Lau. I'll just have to take you somewhere awesome then. Come with me. Senpai's words are vague. I was getting worried. He really was going to take me somewhere shady. But in the end, he leads me to an arcade. That stretches across the basement of a department store. What's so cool about this place? As far as my eyes can see, arcade machines are lined up from the wall to wall. Honestly, I'm not usually a fan of arcade games. So, you play any arcade rhythm games? Not really, I don't usually have the money for them. That, and they usually all are about tapping buttons to the beat. Why do that when you can just dance? I always find that heaps more fun. Aw, what a sad and sheltered soul you are. How could a member of the dance club not know? Come this way. Senpai pulls me by the wrist to one of the large games in the arcade, in stark contrast to the packed-in machines here. The area around the game had been taped off with yellow tape. I'm lost, trying to work out what kind of game it is, while Senpai runs up to the display, turning it on, standing in the middle of the display area. A figure appears on the screen that mirrors Senpai's proportions in front of it. Wait, how can he control it from that far away from the machine? Oh, this poor, sheltered being. Even the ghost cat knows what this is. Senpai puts on the same pose as the virtual figure. He starts to dance as the music kicks in. Senpai moves deftly as a flurry of the words perfect flashes on screen every few seconds. Is he following the animations? Regardless, Senpai moves so well, it wouldn't be able to tell the difference between him or the demonstress of the dance anyways. He's beyond practice. About 30 seconds into the song, the word great jumps onto the screen, breaking his perfect combo. Yeah, I hate when that happens too. Senpai clicks his tongue in disappointment. Guess his accuracy on the move was off. Tech these days really has come a long way. I still remember those arcade dance pads. You know what a dance pad is, but you don't know what a dance machine is. Does 2 plus 2 not make 4 in your head, man? Senpai keeps going, getting perfect after perfect. Even without playing it, I can tell it's super hard to be this perfect. When Senpai finishes the song, I can't help but clap along with the crowd that had formed around him. Even though the choreography is easier than what we're used to, it's still impressive how well he pulled it off within the framework of the game. His moves were so fluid that you could barely tell he was even playing a game. Senpai really is awesome. Alright, now it's your turn, Lau. Hey, there's no way I can be good as you. Sure, I'm a dancer, but how am I supposed to know the routine in the game? I can't just go in there and expect to be great without practicing it a few times. Not to mention, it'll be going in after Senpai. Talk about pressure. It's fine. It's not like I expect your first time to be good. Don't worry, I won't laugh. Everyone's watching. There's a first time for everyone. Come on, Lau. Despite my protest, Senpai shoves me in front of the machine and forces me to give it a go. He picked something easy for me, but I still struggle to keep up with it my first go, not to mention needing to work out the limits of the machine as I do, so in the end I barely pass the track. I can't do it. Most people can't even pass their first go. Oh, hey Lau and Shu-Chi, you guys sure look like you're having fun. A familiar voice, I turn on to see Jiho. You did alright, but Shu-Chi Senpai was awesome. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that good at the game before. How long have you been practicing? I've practiced a bit at home. It's no big deal. It doesn't really need much space anyways. Wow, that was your first time, right? You did pretty good. Nah, I know I sucked. No need to try and make me feel better. I'm not trying to compare to this. Jiho pulls me aside. Lau, you said you weren't dating Suchi Senpai, right? Because you two are here together totally looks like a date, dude. I stammer as I feel my face flush with embarrassment. Senpai just wanted to hang out and decided to take me here. There really is nothing going on. Well, Lau, it's not like I care, but you do want people to think there's something between you guys, right? People from the dance club come here all the time. See? Look over there. Turn my head to see someone I recognize from the dance club. Considering he's staring right at me, I hazard a guess that they're a member of the Shu-Chi fan club. I can't believe this. Just thought I'd let you know, but now behave yourself, Lau. See you later. Oh, yeah. I wave Jiho goodbye and return to Senpai. Hey, Senpai, mind if we go somewhere else? I thought you were having fun. Well, I glance towards the guy from dance club staring at me. Oh, that guy. Never mind them. I mind. Okay, stay there.